Hello and welcome to stage 1 of the Formula 1 Honda Japanese Grand Prix. Now, the first thing you're probably wondering, which car to choose? Okay, well, I fully upgraded 3 of them. I did a restore later, so anyway, check out the specs because these are the highest PR cars, probably going to be the highest performing cars. Make your choice depending on your personal preferences. I actually went with the Mercedes. It had the best acceleration and tied for the best grip. And now I am doing the upgrades needed to finish the event. I'm going with what's going to cost me the least amount of gold. So there you go, the upgrade tree. You can see the upgrade tree there. The nice thing about doing all these upgrades before you even start the first race is that you're going to be earning more M dollars because you'll easily be getting the highest position you can get in each race. Also, you're only having to learn the car once. Now, I've got cold tires, so she's slippery right now. But every time you add upgrades, you've got to adjust your driving for the car. So I only have to learn this once. Well, what I mean is I'm going to hone this. I haven't driven these at all. I did no tests. So I'm not really sure. Oh boy, this thing is slippery. So I'll once I get up to 100% here, I'll start to learn how this thing handles at Suzuka because I really don't know. Now, even once the car gets to be around 60-65%, it's going to drive pretty good. But other than that, I just don't know how these cars really handle. I can see a lot of people out there were buying cars in advance because they were looking at this new format and going, I'll just buy a car. And I get that. Some people really didn't want to spend gold. And we should probably talk about that later on. Yeah, this is a short race. This is just a one-lap race. We're going to talk about a little bit, comparing this to 2019, 2020, 2021, and now 2022. We've had 3 different versions of upgrades over the 4 different seasons. And like anything, people don't like change. But I actually think, as far as cost goes, this isn't all that bad. I mean, definitely this is costing now definitely more gold than season 1 in 2019. But we'll get into that a little bit later. This race is going to end right away. By the way, I wasn't quite sure if I had to have 100% tires. And so I thought, well, maybe I better just, there you go. You do a skid, believe it or not, skidding and staying on track builds up heat really fast in your tires. Well, a lot faster than driving normal. Going off track and sliding will reduce that. So skidding while on track will increase your tire heat. And we're going to fly through this pretty fast. When it comes to any average speed events or top speed events, you're going to be laughing because you already have substantial upgrades. Now, average speed requirement, I'm probably going to hit that right away. Sometimes it's fun to drive forwards while looking backwards. This is my first time to really start to test this car out on a lap. I'm going to kind of go with my memory based on other seasons and then just see if I can kind of push it a little bit more than that. I'm not quite sure how much I can be pushing the S's. Please forgive my driving. Like I said, I didn't do any testing. So we'll hone this in. We'll get this a little more dialed. I know that Formula 1 fans, you guys are pretty hardcore about never touching the grass. Because yes, in real racing, as in real life racing, that would definitely make our car very squirrely. However, if you do watch races, there are times people have touched the grass, and it's not something that warrants a penalty because, if anything, it's hurting you. But in this game, it doesn't hurt you. It does you lose some clean race bonus, but that doesn't matter when we're dealing with M dollars, right? So who cares? Okay, so we got a little bit more to go here. And when we're coming to the last chicane here, look on your left. You see those distance markers there? I'm braking just after the first distance marker. We'll talk more about braking points later. Right now, let's talk about the different seasons and the different costs. For 2019, you basically needed just shy of 6.8 million M dollars to fully upgrade every single car. Every car had the exact same cost. What I mean is, okay, you didn't get all of them upgraded for that price per car. What I mean is it was the same price for every single car. Woo! Okay, well obviously I can't keep pinned all the way through the S's. All right, let's get back on track. So 2019 was great because you didn't have to spend any gold at all. And you got a pretty decent car. Those are still my preferred cars for farming. What I mean by farming is that just means you're earning currency, right? It's also the best cars if you want to do endless endurance racing. So, you know what? I'll put a video up to that at the end of this video. There'll be a link to that. Because some of you guys may not know that. You can get all your racing in one race. Now, it's actually a tiny bit faster to do a bunch of separate races, but the nice thing about doing it all in one race is that you're going to get some really good fame pay, because Invitational Series pay about 3.3 times more fame than the Champion Series. And also, you can make use of bonus fame days if you want to. And this race will end soon, but we'll continue on for a little bit as far as the 2020 and 2021 years. We'll get to that in just a little bit here. Lovely spin at the start-finish line. I'm sure that's not necessarily looked upon nicely, but oh well. You know what? Well, this going is, I'll just keep on saying what I was saying there. So in 2020 and 2021, you had to spend gold. You had to max out a driver and a principal, which was going to be 1,207 gold. And then you needed like 4 different tunings to be competitive. So you were arguably a good 12 million M dollars into it if you wanted to have a time trial competitive car. So now, 918 gold and about 3.6 million M dollars gets you a fully upgraded car. Now at this moment, no news about Invitational Series. So you know what, guys? Send in your requests, put some pressure on EA to make an Invitational Series, or else we're going to be kind of PO'd about some of this here. And this is the end of Stage 1. But you know what? Make a request for an Invitational Series, please. All right. So this is going to wrap up Stage 1. Pretty easy. Stay tuned for Stage 2. Please like, please subscribe. Playlist link will be here. Did I say wink? Playlist link will be here as soon as I can create one. And here's some other videos. And yeah, stay tuned. Bye-bye now.